I remember perfectly our first Zoom call, and it was the perfect signal for myself to understand that it was necessary for me to attend this training, in this case with you. And after a year, I'm completely, I'm very happy about this choice.
So yeah, let me just paint a picture for everyone. Samuele, would you agree with this description? So when we first met, you had difficulty understanding. Well, you had difficulty understanding me at all, even when I spoke quite slowly or calmly. You were quite nervous, and everything took you a long time. Yeah, it took you longer to express yourself. Would that be a fair description?
Yeah, I remember perfectly our first Zoom call, because my first question for you, it was to speak slow, because I understanding nothing. And I remember the first 3, 4, or 5 sessions. They were very hard, because I recognized my listening and understanding skill. They were not very good. And but my desire, my goal was to be consistent in this all these skills, because I know and I knew that there were the most important skills for everybody that want to have some English relationship for the private life or the work life. And I can you can remember how much difficult have I have and I had on the first sessions. But then
So let's just pause there for a moment. Can you, because I asked you about this when I proposed this, doing a live together with you about a month ago, I think. And
yeah.
I asked you what's your most memorable, what's the most memorable thing you remember about our first sessions? And you told me it was the first session. The first session just stuck out in your mind. And what I actually asked you to do, if you remember, was I asked you to give a very simple presentation. I said, imagine I'm a client inquiring your services, and just present your services to me. I'm just going to listen and then give you feedback, and we're going to start from there. So why was that first session so memorable to you?
The first session was memorable because if I turn and I see my Samuele 1 year ago, probably is a completely different person. I can say both in English skills, but it's different in the mindset on my mindset, because now if I have in front of me a person that know English but not Italian, I have no fear to communicate with him or with her. So this training helped me a lot to open my mind in front of the world, in front of everybody, because I know that I have no limits to communicate with somebody. I know my English is not perfect, but it's completely different from 1 year ago, and this is the most important thing for me in this moment.